Imagine you are all set to head out for the day. You hop into the driver's seat and turn the key, but instead of that familiar roar, you get nothing but a stubborn silence or a weak crank that leads nowhere. That incredibly frustrating moment is often tied to a P025B code, which is basically your car's way of telling you that the brain of the vehicle, the engine control module or EECM, is having a serious disagreement with the fuel pump control module regarding its performance range. In the old days, vehicles were pretty simple and required very little fuel pressure to get moving. But with modern high-tech fuel injection, our engines have become much more demanding. They need high pressure delivered with surgical precision, and that is where the fuel pump control module comes into play. This little device is responsible for regulating the pressure within the system, making sure the fuel pump delivers exactly what is needed at any given moment. This is a generic powertrain code, so whether you are driving a Ford, a Chevy, a Volkswagen, or an Audi, the underlying logic is the same. The severity of this issue really depends on what you are feeling behind the wheel. If your car is completely dead in the driveway, then obviously it is a critical situation. But if the car seems to run fine and the light just popped up, you might have caught an intermittent electrical glitch before it leaves you stranded. You have to remember that an internal combustion engine is a simple beast at its core, needing only air, fuel, and spark to run. If the fuel pump fails, you are missing one of the three pillars of combustion. Now, if you are looking for a quick backyard diagnostic trick, try giving the fuel tank a firm tap with a rubber mallet while someone else tries to start the engine. This can sometimes jar a stuck pump or clear a bit of debris just long enough to get it firing. If that works, you have found your culprit and you definitely need a new pump. However, because you are dealing with gasoline, you have to be extremely careful. Gasoline is volatile and dangerous, so safety should always be your #1 priority. Beyond the pump itself, you should be inspecting the wiring harnesses and connectors. Since most of these components are tucked away under the vehicle, they are constantly exposed to water, road salt, and physical debris. It is very common to find frayed wires, melted connectors, or even a simple blown fuse that has broken the entire circuit. Take a close look at the wiring along the frame rails where pinching is likely to happen. If everything looks okay visually, grab your multimeter and start checking for power and ground at the pump connector. Just make sure you have your specific service manual handy because every manufacturer has their own unique electrical values, and you want to be sure you are seeing the right numbers before you start pulling parts. Take your time, stay safe, and remember that a little bit of patience in the diagnostic phase can save you a whole lot of money and headache down the road.